Ah, thank you, sir.
Up until 2010.
You tell me 10. Oh, wait, right here. Can you just write it? Yes, I can. Under above vampires, 10, 20.
Thank you for all your hard work.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. How's it going, everybody?
Yeah.
What's your name? This is Chris. Chris is going to introduce me so I can play a show, and it's going to be the funnest night ever. So please welcome Chris.
Thank you for the introduction, Steve. It's my job to introduce Steve so that he can play a show tonight. Now, without further ado, Steve Poltz.
Hey, you guys, come a little bit closer. This is my first time playing Sawtooth and Stanley, and I'm so happy to look at your beautiful faces and be able to sing you some songs. And yeah, this is my first Sawtooth show. And I love that man right there. You're about to watch a show starring me. I don't know what you're about to hear or see. The truth is I have no plan at all. There's a good chance that off this stage I'll fall. My body ain't quite what it used to be. My hair ain't the color it once was. My style icon is Emmylou Harris, mixed with a little Don Was. I lie on stage, I lie in songs, I lay my troubles down. Hey, stick it out with me, kid, I mean, what else is there to do? This godforsaken, deep fried bacon town. Yeah, you bought the tickets, you paid the cash, you got in the car, you moved your ass. You brought a friend or an awkward date to some you love that they're probably gonna hate. It's music, sweet music. I'm emo, I'm screamo, I'm country, and I'm folk Americana. If you wanna, I'm old-fashioned, but I'm woke. I'm everything to everyone. I'm Jesus, and I'm Buddha too. Don't panic, I'm organic. I'm too scared to be satanic, but mostly I'm just here to sing for you. Well, I played a lot of shows across this world, but tonight's the best I'll ever play. I'm handing you a pearl. My G-string might snap in two. My face might turn from red to white to blue. But it's not because I'm dying, hey, I'm just patriotic. Well, we all connect like Legos, yeah, we all are symbiotic. I die on stage, I die in songs, I throw my troubles down. Hey, stick it out with me, kid, I mean, what else is there to do? And this craft beer making earthquake shaking town. Yeah, you bought the tickets, you paid the cash, you got in the car, you moved your ass. You brought a friend or an awkward date to some you love that they're definitely gonna hate. It's music, sweet music. I'm emo, I'm screamo, I'm Grateful Dead, post-stroke Americana. If you wanna, old-fashioned, but I'm broke. I'm everything to everyone. I'm Jesus and I'm Buddha too. Don't panic, I'm organic. I'm too scared to be satanic, but mostly I'm just here to sing for you. Well, I know what you're thinking, what the hell? This guy just wrote a whole entire song about himself. And the truth is, I do it all the time. Well, for me it's therapeutic, and I hope that you don't mind. Well, I probably owe you money, cause you're my therapist. I'm kinda like your escort away from all of this. I cry on stage, I cry in songs, I try to work it out. Hey, stick it out with me, kid, I mean, what else is there to do? And this hemp clothes making, tincture taking, sourdough bacon, late day waking, spare change taking, traffic making, release the kraken. I must be mistaken, I'm in the wrong town. Dudes, this is so insane. I'm gonna do a song right now that I wrote with my good friend Molly Tuttle. And this is called Over the Top for You. She came over to my house where I live in Nashville, and this is one of the first songs we wrote together. All right. Once the rubber hits the road, I'm bound for Mexico. Daylight awakes my sleepy head, turns the mountains gold. I had one too many ties to you, one too many tries for you. Oh, my love dies for you, but I'm over now, over the top for you. Snake in the middle of the road. Do I swear to you, I can't shake this feeling that I hold. There's poison in your kiss. I had one too many ties to you, one too many tries for you. Whoa, my love dies for you, but I'm over now, over the top for you. I said, Molly, should we write a bridge? And she said, yes. Here's a bridge. 3 more hours and my heart gets tossed. I tumble down into rocks. My sleepy eyes, they start to cross, and I'm out. I behold your shaky head, trembling at the core. Your eyes are just like dynamite. Still I ask for more. I had one too many ties to you, one too many tries for me. Oh my love, I dies for you. Come over now, over the top for you.
Yeah.
What is the name of that bakery I ate at this morning? Sawtooth Bakery. I had these poached eggs, and it came with this quinoa cake, and then it had this sweet potato cake. My wife Sharon. You can always remember, if you're a rock and roll player, you should have your wife be named Sharon, so you can always go, Sharon! So I went in there, and they had these cinnamon rolls, and the cinnamon rolls and these sticky buns,
So good.
and they were so good. I looked at my wife, and I said, these sticky buns make me want to grab your sticky buns. And she looked at me, and I said, Sawtooth Bakery is not a fakery. It's the real deal. And then she said, what are you talking about? And I said,
Sawtooth Bakery ain't no fakery. Makes me wanna grab your sticky buns. Sawtooth Bakery ain't no fakery. Makes me wanna grab your sticky buns. Sawtooth Bakery ain't no fakery. Makes me wanna grab your sticky buns. Sawtooth Bakery ain't no fakery. Makes me wanna grab your sticky buns. Well, there was a line down the block that I didn't care. I had a lot to talk about. Went inside, got a cinnamon roll. Under the bras, I was told I put my lips on Sharon's lips and wiped the sticky bun on the seat. It was some porno. I put my lips on my wife's. We had a good time at the Sawtooth Bakery. Sing it again, Steve. Sawtooth Bakery ain't no fakery. Makes me wanna grab your sticky buns.
Sawtooth Bakery ain't no fakery. I'll put the honey on the middle of your toes. With Butch, go to Indochina. I want it hot in a bowl of rice. Get ready to jump out and pop a cap in your ass. You lost your LA privileges. You're gonna move into the Sawtooth Bakery. Sing it again, Steve.
Sawtooth Bakery ain't no fakery. Makes me wanna grab your sticky buns. Sawtooth Bakery ain't no fakery. Oh
show I've ever played. Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get a hallelujah? All right, here's a song I wrote with my good friend Jewel. And this song took us to Woodstock 99. And there's a documentary out right now on HBO about the shitstorm that Woodstock 99 was. So we went on stage right after Elvis Costello and right before the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now, this is a song that was a hit at the time that we wrote. And this shit was crazy because we were at Woodstock and there was 300,000 people. So I'm going to do this song that I wrote with Jewel and maybe talk to you a little bit in the middle of the song as well. This song is now over 21 years old and is allowed to buy beer. I hear the clock, 6 a.m. I feel so far from where I've been. I got my eggs, I got my pancakes too. Got my maple syrup, everything but you. I break the oaks, make a smiley face. I kinda like it in my brand new place. I wipe the spots off of the mirror, don't leave the keys in the door. I never put wet towels on the floor anymore, 'cause dreams last for so long. Even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon I know you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. I called my mom, but she was out for a walk. I consoled a cup of coffee, but it didn't want to talk. Picked up the paper, it was more bad news. More hearts being broken, more people being used. Put on my coat in the pouring rain. I saw a movie, but it wasn't the same. 'Cause it was happy, I was sad. It made me miss you, oh so bad, 'cause dreams last for so long. Even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon I know you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. So Jewel goes, should we write a bridge? And I was like, hell yes. I go about my business and I'm doing fine. Besides, what would you say if I had you on my line? Same old story, not much to say. Hearts are broken every day. Oh yeah. So we got to record this whole record and live at Neil Young's ranch. And Neil Young's band, the Stray Gators, was the band on it. And I got to play guitar with the Stray Gators. So Ben Keith produced the record. And it was so much fun. Next thing you know, this record sells like 15 million records. So she gets asked to play Woodstock. But prior to Woodstock 99, she gets asked to play the Royal Albert Hall in London. So I was with her at the Royal Albert Hall in London. And so we did our show, and it was amazing. And then the promoter says afterwards, hey, you guys, Bruce Springsteen's doing 7 nights at Earl's Court. You guys can go see him and sit where all the rock stars sit. In fact, I'll sit you next to Elvis Costello. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because I was such a fan of Elvis Costello, too. So he sits us next to Elvis Costello, and this is when Elvis Costello was in his Grateful Dead phase and had a long beard. So I'm next to Elvis Costello, and Springsteen's up there, Jewel's to my left, and Springsteen starts singing. And I look at Elvis Costello, and he looks at me because we knew all the words, and I look him right in the eyes, and we go, the day we sweated out on the streets of the runaway American dream. And then he stands up and grabs me by the back of the head, and I go, at night we ride through mansions of glory and suicide. we get to Baby We Were Born to Run, we were almost French kissing. And I was like, Elvis Costello's my best friend, Jewel. So we get to Woodstock, right? Elvis Costello goes on and shit's starting to get crazy at Woodstock. And it was the final day, the day of the riots. So he gets off stage, he ends on What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding. I see him when he gets off stage and I go, Elvis! And he walks by me like he doesn't even know me. He goes, hello, Jewel. So I was like, it's cool. I sang that song with Elvis. So then I go on our old tour buses that we had. We had 3 tour buses, and Jewel bought them from Foghat. And so I lifted up one of the cushions, and it had Foghat weed from the 70s under one of the cushions. And it was a joint that was petrified, I think, and that had turned into PCP. So I smoked it. And then we go on stage, and people have 30-foot dildos, and then people are going nuts. They're kicking over porta potties and shit. So we end on Who Will Save Your Soul? Now we get off stage, right? The Chili Peppers are going on after us. Now the crazy thing about this song, You Were Meant For Me, is they redid it to make a single and kept my guitar part, but guess who played bass? Flea. So Flea's on the recording of it. So I was there when he recorded it, so the Chili Peppers are getting ready to go on. And I go, hi Flea, like that. And he remembers me, but here's the thing. Flea's going on stage totally naked, doesn't even have a sock over his wiener. Like, they're not even doing socks because it's Woodstock 99. And I gotta tell you, his name should not be Flea. So what do you do when you're talking to Flea? Do you look at his wiener or do you look him in the eyes? I looked at his wiener, right? So by now I'm completely hallucinating on PCP. So you know how there's a hole in your wiener where the pee comes out, right? When you're peeing, there's a hole. That's called your urethra. So anyways, his urethra opened up and it goes, hey Steve, what's going on? And I was so scared because I was going, why is this thing talking to me? And then his urethra goes, one day you're gonna play Al's Bar with TK and the Holy No Nothings, and it's gonna be the best gig you ever had. Yeah! And I go, but it's only Woodstock 99. TK and the Holy No Nothings don't exist yet. He goes, I'm a time traveler. And Flea goes, I can't control my wiener. And then Flea's like, who's TK? I go, he's fucking good, dude. So then the Chili Peppers are getting ready to go on stage. And rather than shake Flea's hand, I shook his wiener. And then the riots started. And the Chili Peppers come on stage like, we're gonna go to give it to the Lombo. We're gonna go 300 people. Porta potties on fire. And Jewel goes, let's get out of here. And that's my story. Brush my teeth, I put the cap back on. I know you hate when I leave the light on. I know you hate it when I leave the light on. Pick a book up, turn the sheets down. Pick a book up and I turn the sheets down. Take a drink and a good look around. Take a drink and a good look around. Put on my PJs and hop in the bed. Put on my PJs and I hop in the bed. I'm half alive, but I feel mostly dead. I try to tell myself it'll be alright. I try to tell myself it'll be all. Shouldn't think anymore tonight. I shouldn't think anymore tonight. Let me hear you. Even after you're gone. I know you love me. I mean, I know you love me. I know you will see. You remember me, let me hear it. And I was meant. Repeat, you remember me, and I was meant for you in 4-part harmony. You were meant. I was meant for you. Pretend you're at a soccer game in Istanbul. A little bit louder. Galatasaray is playing Fenerbahce. You were meant for me. One last time, as loud as you can. Come on, soccer fans. You're meant for me. right. This is so much fun, you guys. This is so much fun. I gotta tell you, it was a tough year. It really was a tough year. And the fact that James Fowler and the gang put this together. And you know what I love? Everybody in this town is so nice. I haven't run into any dickheads at all. Everybody's really nice. And they're cleaning up after themselves like they really, really care. It's so cool to see a community come together. And you guys have been just so beautiful. And tomorrow I'm playing a show in a place called Haley, Idaho.
Yeah.
If you want to go, talk to that girl in the chair there. That's Christine. It's a private show, but we could fit in 75 more people even. It's at 7 o'clock. Anyways, I want to tell you what made this year so hard was, well, my dad died and it hurt. He was 90, and I miss him so much. And he was with me. My dad was with me, and I got to be the hospice nurse. And I was the same thing with my mom. The hospice nurse leaves you all the morphine and the Ativan. And my dad had like 3 days left, and I'm giving him the stuff so he doesn't feel any pain. And I'm holding his hand. And the kindness of people never escapes me. This guy who's like 6'7" comes over and brings us Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving. My dad's gonna die the next day. And this guy comes over, 6'7", 280 pounds, played water polo for UC Berkeley. And he comes over to the house and he goes, "Hello, Mr. Poltz." My dad hadn't spoken, but being the Canadian that he was, always a gentleman, he actually sat up like a mummy and he goes, "Are you a sumo wrestler?" Sticks his hand out and shakes his hand. And I look at my dad, and my dad had memorized all these Shakespearean sonnets. And he recites a Shakespearean sonnet to the guy. And my dad says to me, "That sumo wrestler sure is nice." And the guy leaves. And then my dad says to me, "Make sure I don't feel any pain. Do what you did with Mom. Remember when you killed her?" So I go, "Dad." So then I get to hold his hand all night and I'm talking to him. And we had one of those moments where I'm looking at him and I'm holding my dad's hand. And he goes, "Come here." And I come closer and he goes, grabs my hand and he goes, "We sure had some good times, didn't we?" And my tears are just dripping down on my dad. And then he goes, "Get closer." And these are his last words to me. I think he's going to tell me something like really like the secret of life. And he goes, "Tell that sumo wrestler it wasn't Shakespeare. I made a mistake. It was Richard Lovelace to La Costa on Going to the Wars." And then he dies. And I go, "That's it? That's the big secret?" So my dad passes away, but before he goes away, he says to me, he's coughing, he goes, "Bahootensie." And I go, "What's Bahootensie?" And he goes, "I don't know, I made it up." And I said, "What's it mean?" And he goes, "Many blessings." And I said, "I thought it means let's go nuts." And he goes, "Let's say it means many blessings, let's go nuts." So my dad dies, and then my friend who owns Joshua Tree Music Festival says to me, "How would you like to have your own folk festival?" And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You can have my fairgrounds, everything. I'll put it on. It'll be your festival." So I'm having my own festival, October 1st and 2nd at Joshua Tree. It's called Bahootensie. I'm not even fucking kidding you. They were like, these other people were like, "You should call it Poltz Fest or Poltzapalooza." And I was like, "Bullshit, I'm calling it Bahootensie." And I'm teaching a song school 3 days before it. And I teach songwriting. It's going to be so fun. So my dad, before he died, I said, "Dad, if there's anything on the other side, can you leave me a message?" And he goes, "What do you want it to be?" And I said, "Indian Joe." Because he had a poem called Indian Joe. And so he said, "Okay." So I didn't get a signal from Indian Joe or anything. And then about a couple months ago, I was up late. I went to take a piss at 3 in the morning like I do because I'm 61 years old. So I'm pissing, and there's a mirror behind us, and I'm like, I thought an old man was pissing. I didn't realize my ass had gotten so saggy at the age of 61, but it had. And then I look on my iPhone, and somebody says, "Remember when your band, the Rugburns, played on May Day Festival?" And I look at the old ad. Next to it was the paper from my university, University of San Diego, Toreros. So I'm looking at it, and there's article. It says, this is from '92. It says, Indian Joe traveling the world with guitar, making people happy. I could send you it. I'm not even bullshitting you. I start crying again. So I sat down and wrote this song, and this is called Conveyor Belt, and I just made a new record with my friends, the Wood Brothers, and this is going to be coming out in January, and I'll be on tour with the Wood Brothers, and this is my new song called Conveyor Belt. I hope you like it. We're all on a conveyor belt in a factory on the wheel of time. Yeah, we don't know when our car clocks out. It was yesterday, we were in our prime. Mic-mac, click-clack, don't even think about looking back. Kodak soundtrack, I remember when my ma had a heart attack. We're all on a conveyor belt in a factory on the wheel of time. Yeah, we don't know when our car clocks out. It was yesterday, we were in our prime. Tic-tac-toe, hey, I'm still looking for Indian Joe. Where the hell did my dad go? Maybe where the river and the rainbow flow. Yeah, maybe where the river and the rainbow go. Yakety yak at the top of the tree. My love's got a money back guarantee. I'm living now in Tennessee, but I still scream Bahootin'. Hey, let's go join the Jubilee. Don't let this time run out on me. My mom and dad have gone to sea. We're all on a conveyor belt in a factory on the wheel of time. Yeah, we don't know when our car clocks out. It was yesterday, we were in our prime. Yeah, we're all on a conveyor belt in a factory on the wheel of time. Yeah, we don't know when our car clocks out. It was yesterday, we were in our prime. Seems like yesterday we were in our prime. Oh man, that'll get you. That'll teach you. That'll teach you to get all emotional. Feels good. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, you guys. Want to hear a song I wrote this morning? Yeah! All right. Here's a song I wrote this morning. And it goes like this. Okay. I gotta remember, it goes like this. I'm really into this song. I met a man and we were in a bar. We were sitting there drinking Harvey Wallbangers, telling stories of where we've been and all the things we've seen. And he said, hey Steve, let me tell you about my dream. Hit the snooze button, please, don't want to hear about no dream. Your dreams, they don't make any sense when you talk about them. I need some self-defense. Am I awake or am I asleep? Or is this something I can't keep? Don't leave me hanging in defense. Your dreams don't make any sense. I met a horse by a dry riverbed. We were thirsty as can be. He said he dreamed he drank my head. And the horse was reading Kafka and morphed into a peacock. And then he said, "Hey Steve, I didn't even know that I could talk. Let me tell you about my dream." Hit the snooze button, please, don't want to hear about nothing. Your dreams, they don't make any sense when you talk about them. I need some self-defense. Am I awake or am I asleep? Or is it something I can't keep? Don't leave me hanging in suspense. Your dreams don't make any sense. I met a sailor with a sawed-off shotgun. He was wearing a Shriner's hat and putting my hair in a bun. And he was pounding rusty nails through my fingers in a table. My blood was squirting orange and someone said, "Hey dudes, we just got free cable." And I said, "I hope this is a fucking dream." Hit the snooze button, please, I want to hear about nothing. Your dreams, they don't make any sense when you talk about them. I need some self-defense. Am I awake or am I asleep? Or is this something I can't keep? Don't leave me hanging in suspense. Your dreams don't leave me hanging in suspense. Your dreams don't leave me hanging in suspense. Your dreams don't make any sense. Sometimes I have to remind myself when I'm having a really good show just how important it is to remember that. So right now, I would just like to leave myself a note so I remember. And when I do it, it makes me happy because I just need to know. So this is my journal entry for right now. Hey Steve, you're having a really good show tonight in Sawtooth, Idaho, and you've got to remember to come back to Idaho. Why have you ignored Idaho for so long? Because Idaho is beautiful, and I want to come back here, and I want to live inside that bakery, and I want to play shows in that log cabin, and I want to start my own potato garden, and then I'll know how happy I am. So I just want to thank everybody here, especially James Fowler, because he's so generous, he will fill up your growler. He's a midnight howler. His hat is a bowler. We love James Fowler, so thank you so much. And I don't want to forget how good this feels. Thank you, Journal.
Now's not the right time for love.
Oh, I could do that.
Do you have a song with the bridge?
Oh, yeah.
Folk singer.
Okay, I'll do folk singer. I will do that. Thank you for suggesting it. Good.
Hey Steve, you're having a really good show tonight in Sawtooth, Idaho, and you've got to remember to come back to Idaho. Why have you ignored Idaho for so long? Because I have a husband, beautiful, and I want to come back here, and I want to live inside the bakery, and I want to play shows in the log cabin, and I want to start my own potato garden, and then I'll know how happy I am. So I just want to thank everybody here, especially James Fowler, because he's so. Steve Poltz is an idiot. He lost all his money gambling and now he has to sell his ass on Fremont Street. Fuck you, Steve Poltz. You should pay your taxes. You idiot. Don't shake hands with Steve Poltz. He has the triple delta delta sigma pi virus and he's on double probation. Just kidding. Cough cough. Sneeze sneeze. I love you. I love everyone. Peace be with you. Wash your hands. Stay safe. I love you, Steve Poltz.
Oh my God. All right, this is a song where I compile everything that can go wrong in a folk singer's life. This is called Folk Singer. a bottle and you can't see through the fog. You know a truck of jackknifed in the snow up ahead of my shop. Rate, I got you clocked at 87 and a 55. Cops, I want to search your car because they think you're high. Finally reached the club and they got no posters up. Later 12 people have a puking in a cup. Sell 2 CDs, give another 6 away. You're hoping that somebody is a place where you can stay. You got a 10-hour drive. In the morning, don't sweat it. Keep thinking about the gig last night. You wish you could forget it. Listen to a podcast, a radio lab. Try to call your mom, but end up yelling at your dad. Car needs gas, so you're pulling to the come and go. The Weather Channel says it's about to hit snow. Sell 1 CD, give another 8 away. Tad insult to injury, you had to pay to play. Folk singer, folk singer, washed up, I'm still a dead ringer. Folk singer, folk singer for sure. Club owner says you should have played here last week. Right now it's finals and no one makes a peep. He wishes that the money could have been a lot more. The deal was only for a small percentage of the dough. $27 and a couple foreign bills. Trying to pass the half of everyone was high pills. Play a new song, no applause, just crickets. Bartender says I'll give you 2 drink tickets. Folk singer, folk singer, still a dead ringer. Folk singer, folk singer for sure. Try to sing that. Folk singer, folk singer, washed up, punk, but you're still a dead ringer. Folk singer, folk singer for sure. Get a good offer for a gig in Atlanta, but the airline sent your guitar all the way to Montana. Get a real person on the phone from United. Lose your cool until the dude to go find. Borrow guitar, grab a food stage. Walking through the club and someone else is on stage. Sell no CDs, the club was double booked. Never even got to play or feel your life was overlooked. Folk singer, folk singer, washed up, punk, but you're still a dead ringer. For sure. Finally get some sleep and there's a nice blue sky. The airlines found your guitar all the way in Dubai. Say that it'll be there for your gig in Tallahassee. You ate some bad food, feeling kinda gassy. Get a Motel 6, wish you was rich. At least you got a private place because you got the shit. Sell 5 hats, 2 CDs. Yes sir, no man, thank you, please. Folk singer, folk singer, washed up, punk, but you're still a dead ringer. Folk singer, folk singer. Finally get some good news from the booking agent dude at the club tonight. They'll give you half off on your food. Place is packed, gonna make you feed. They wouldn't even turn off the sports TV. Go Padres! Feel like climbed another rung on the ladder. Another day older, another day fatter. I'm a folk singer now in the pale moonlight. I touched down on stage in front of the Sawtooth tonight. Washed up, punk, but you're still a dead ringer. Folk singer for sure. Try it again. Folk singer, folk singer, washed up, punk, but you're still a dead ringer. Folk singer, yeah. Well, I'm a folkety folker, Bram Stoker joker, vampire smoker. I'm a motherfucking folker for sure. I'm going to be playing a show in Chicago at Park West. I'm going to be playing a show in Grand Rapids, Michigan with my good friend Todd Snyder. Make sure you come to those 2 shows. Roof and minds are going to be blown. It's going to be so much fun. And Todd just sent me an email and said, "Fuck yeah, hell yeah, dude." And the subject line was Chicago, Grand Rapids. Meaning it's going to be an epic night. But I hope I see you guys October 1st and 2nd in Joshua Tree. Oh man, you know what else sucked about this year? I was in bed late at night. My wife looked at me and it woke me up. She was crying in bed. I said, "What happened, hon?" And it just came over the wire that John Prine died. And we had just seen him when we played 30A Songwriter Fest down in Florida. And John Prine was me and Sharon's special thing we had together. We would see him any chance we got. And it got me thinking about the time. Many years ago, John Prine's manager called me up. I'd just gotten out of the ocean surfing in San Diego. I was in my Volkswagen van, had 2 longboards in the back. And I get a call from John Prine's manager. And he says, "Steve, it's Al Bonetta." I go, "Hey Al, what's up?" He goes, "John Prine's coming into town and he needs somebody to take him to the Disney store." He goes, "Can you do that?" And I'm like, I'd never met him, you know? So I said, "Yes!" And I was like, "Don't get too excited, dude." So I didn't even have time to take a shower or get the surfboards out of the van. So I go, "Where's he staying?" He goes, "He's at the Horton Grand Hotel." And in my mind I'm going, well, the Disney store's in Horton Plaza. It's across the street. But I'm not going to tell Al Bonetta that because I want to get John Prine in my van. Like a Stephen King novel, Misery, right? So I drive down, and John Prine's waiting in the lobby, and I go, "Hi, John," and my voice cracked like on the Brady Bunch episode where the voice changes, and I go, "How's it going?" So he gets inside my van, surf wax, surfboards, CDs. I'm such an idiot, he steps right on the Missing Years, his CD, and it's already cracked, and he looks at everything in the van, and he goes, "I love what you've done with the place." So I start driving John Prine to the Disney store, but I can't drive him across the street, so I get on 5 South. And I start driving. I'm in San Diego, and I'm talking to him about everything. I'm so excited. All of a sudden, the sign says 5 miles to the Mexican border. Because, you know, when you're in San Diego, you got like 25 miles to go, and you're at the border. So he goes, "Is the Disney store in Mexico?" And I go, "No." And then I get back, I turn the car around and start going 5 miles. He goes, "Weren't we just on 5 South?" Like he doesn't have a sense of direction. So there he is in my car. And so he's standing at the cash register and he goes, "I gotta call my wife Fiona because I can't remember if I already got him this, and the kids, they never forget." So he's talking to Fiona on the phone and he looks across the street and there's this big blinking sign that says Horton Grand Hotel. And he looks at me and he goes, "Isn't that my hotel?" And I go, "I guess it is." And I'm trying to act like it's an episode of Lost where shit just all of a sudden shifts. "You gotta get back to the island, Jack." So he gets back in the car and the jig is up. So I just drive him across the street and he goes, "You coming to the show tonight?" And I go, "I don't have any tickets, it's sold out." He goes, "Now you do." I show up that night and John Prine leaves me front row center seats. What a national treasure, so God bless John Prine. I wish you love and happiness. I guess I wish you all the best. I wish you don't do like I do, and never fall in love with someone like you. 'Cause if you felt like I did, you'd probably walk around the block like a little kid. But kids don't know, they can only guess how hard it is to wish you happiness. They say that love is like a Christmas card, decorate a tree, you throw it in the yard, it decays and dies, and the snowmen melt. Well, I once knew love, I knew how love felt. Yeah, I knew love, and love knew me. And when I walked, love walked with me. And I got no hate, and I got no pride. love that I cannot hide. Say you drive a Chevy, say you drive a Ford. You say you drive around the town till you just get bored, and then you change your mind for something else to do, and your heart gets bored with your mind and it changes you. It's a doggone shame, it's an awful mess. I wish you love, I wish you happiness. I guess I wish you all the best. God bless John Prine, a national treasure. I'd like to bring up my friends in Hot Buttered Rum. Oh man, you guys are the best audience. I want you to come to my show tomorrow night in Haley. I got a flyer and you can email Christine. She's so scared, she's saying no more, and that's what I love. You guys, are you having a good time tonight? All right. Hot Buttered Rum. Some power up here for him. We need some power on for Hot Buttered Rum. We need some power on for Hot Buttered Rum. We need some power on for them. We need some power on for them. We need some power on for Hot Buttered Rum. Is that working yet? Song works, Steve. Oh, good. He's almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Can you mute the bass line real quick? He's gonna go direct. He's catching a direct flight to the land of bass. this song without bass and drums. Here goes. Well, come and listen to the radio station with the mighty host of Bev and Saint. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. If you want to hear the songs of Zion coming from the land of endless spring, get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Then listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on. Have a glory share. Turn your lights down low. Then listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Well, come and listen to the Glory Land chorus. Listen to the glad Hosannas roll. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Get a little taste of love eternal. Get a little heaven in your soul. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. And listen to the music in the air. Radio on. Have a glory shed. Turn your lights down low. And listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Then listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Have a glory share. Turn your lights down low. Then listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio. Turn your radio. This is a song I wrote when I was in Nashville, Tennessee, and I went out for lunch one day, and the lady said to me, "What are you going to have?" And I said, "I'll take that sandwich." And it was a Wednesday afternoon, and she said, "That'll be $7.67. And I pulled out a $100 bill, and she looked at the $100 bill on a fine Wednesday afternoon, and she said, "Ooh, ballin' on a Wednesday." And I said, "Did you just say ballin' on a Wednesday?" And she goes, "Yes, I did, baby." And she had a gold tooth, so I went home and wrote this song.
Wednesday.
get pulled over don't mean you gotta stop. You let the dog in the name. Sing for your kids. A holiday DJ playing on the hits. Hey kid, you got a quarter, I wanna hear it quarter. Johnny's got all the kids. Riding on a Wednesday. Someone call it hump day. I got a dollar in my pocket. Let's go riding in my rocket. I wanna work and play and work the next day. Was easy working for the weekend. When the weekend ends, we quit. By the time I'm through loving you, you're gonna wanna come and sit. Riding on a Wednesday, someone call it hump day. I got a dollar in my pocket. This is riding in my pocket. I wanna work and play, work the next. I headed through the college fitness school of hot knocks. I've been changing tires and putting in shots. Time I want to scream in the middle of the week. It might be Wednesday, but I'm on the peak. I'm gonna get out on the highway like a redhead. While I'm in the Chevy, gonna take away my bed. I gotta go fast, ready to fly. I wanna take you to the top. I wanna take you to the sky. Someone call it hump day. I got a dollar in my pocket. Let's go riding in the market. I wanna work and play, work the next day. Work and play, work the next day. Work and play, work TGIW. Yeah. I made up this song for James Fowler. It's called Sawtooth.
Yeah.
Let's get Kyle Tuttle up here too. I went to the dentist, get a root cut now. The dentist told me that he was my pal. He pulled out a hacksaw and called me Ruth. Then he said he had to go to Sawtooth. Sawtooth, 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 Sawtooth. That dude was mean and so uncouth. Sawtooth, 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 Sawtooth. I promise you, man, that I'm telling you the truth. Then I got a visit from my manager, Phil, but I was high on a couple pain pills. He asked me if I wanted to go to Sawtooth. I screamed and I hid inside. I saw the phone. Sawtooth, 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 Sawtooth. I wish I could return to the days of my youth. Sawtooth, 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 Sawtooth. I'm drinking a martini with a lot of love. Hey! prowler, but it was my good friend James Howler. Then I heard a noise up on the streets. He told me that my dad put the sawed off tree. Drinking on my tea. Rusty pliers, drank up blood like a bunch of vampires, jumped up and down like a couple of freaks. Sawtooth, 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 drinking my tea with a little girl. Sawtooth, 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 wanna go back to the days of my youth. Sawtooth, 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 drinking my tea on the days of my youth.
About Seth.
All right. Thank you. I'd like to invite my friend Louis Longmire up here.
Yeah, Louis.
I love Louis Longmire. I met him when I met TK and the Holy No Nothings. Sunday morning through Bakersfield, listening to gospel music on the colored radio station, when the preacher said, you know, you always have the love by your side. I was so pleased to be informed of this that I ran 20 red lights in his honor. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Arrangement to meet a girl, and I thought by the time I got there she'd be off at the nearest truck driver she could find. When I got there she was, much to my surprise, a little bleary. Said the girl with the fly away eyes. So if you're down on your luck, girl with fire Sacred Heart of Bleeding Jesus, located somewhere in Los Angeles, California. And next week, they sang my prayer on the radio. So I did. And next week, I got a prayer for the girl with, well, you know what kind of eyes she got. So if you're down on your luck, so if you're down and you can't harmonize, and you can't harmonize, gonna go with far away out. And if you're downright disgusting, and if you're downright disgusting, I hate when they do.
Yeah!
Hot Buttered Rum.
Yeah!
Louis Longmire was shredding. This is a song I wrote called I Want All My Friends to Be Happy. In this song, we get to tell cancer to go F off. It's one of the most beautiful things. Can I get more guitar in the monitor? Thank you, Nico. I want all my friends to be happy. I want my friends to find love. I want all my friends to find Just go! If it's really loud, it makes my balls tingle, so this time, I think we can get a little louder. And to tell cancer to just go! Let's do that ending one more time and pretend there's a saxophone too. Oh my God, there is a saxophone! The Saturday Night Live Orchestra. last one. We got TK up here to shred a solo now. Louis Longmire, come sing on this too. Thank you guys. You're a beautiful soul. Will you sing on the chorus too? Okay, this is a song by Bob Dylan.
Yeah. Right?
I want to thank James Fowler. He tracked me down and said, Steve, you gotta play this festival. And man, my life has changed. Can I get a hallelujah? It's a Sunday. Can I get a hallelujah? May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars, climb on every rung. May you stay forever young. Sing along, it goes forever young, may you stay forever young, but not that fast. Female energy up here. Get TK's girlfriend up here too. I love her. Let's do the chorus. We need some of that beautiful female energy from this morning. Let's do Forever Young. Forever Young. Forever Young.
my shirt!